the man who wanted us dead. I guess we could... Thank you. I guess. Some people call Issa a jewel, but she's more than that to me. I can't really describe it.
You are very fortunate, and I am glad that you see it.
All in all, a great success. Thank you for allowing me to tag along with Constellation's newest star. Yes, I used a pun. Forgive me.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
You hold something you have no right to. My people have killed for this. But I will offer you one chance to hand over the artifact and turn away from this path.
Oh, that's not any type of ship I recognize.
The fact that you do not know says much. We are the Starborn, and you are unworthy to possess the artifacts.
I do not recall that we asked your permission.
Tell us, please. What are the artifacts? What are they for? Did you make them? What gives you more right to them than humanity?
Answering your questions is exactly what we cannot allow. Abandon your thirst for knowledge, or drown in it. The more you understand, the more damage you will do.
How could just knowing what you are be dangerous?
Our distance from you is the whole point. We interfere now because we must.
I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the scans. The energy output from that ship is far above the normal range. If we spin up the grav drive now, we have a chance. You're letting them strong-arm us. Why? Don't be a fool. If the artifacts were theirs, why would some of them be embedded under layers of rock? The only thing we know for certain is that the artifacts are important. We can't just give that away.
Walter is right. We do not fully understand all that is at work here.
You have shown a rare amount of wisdom. Do not continue hunting the artifacts. That path leads only to your destruction.
I don't know about you, but I've never heard of these Starborn.
When you have a moment,
Speculation part of my
I'd like to
brain?
speak to you.
It's an overdrive. We need to regroup at the lodge immediately. Tell Noel to analyze the data
Heading
off
to
the
Neon?
ship's sensors.
Have fun.
Everyone's going to want to weigh in on this.
Agreed, we should not delay. I have something I need to discuss with you. have never quite been able to think of New Atlantis as home. Though I suppose I should. Still getting used to this place. Does not quite feel like home, but hopefully someday.
How is Neon? Are you okay? No? Wait, what happened? Who was after you?
Take a look at the ship's sensor data. I think everybody needs to see this.
All right, I'll start transferring the data over now. Let me just bring it up on here at the table. Is that a prototype? No, that material isn't anything we... What the... Everyone, come take a look at this.
That's no faction vessel or Crimson Fleet. Secret military tech, maybe?
No United Colonies Admiral approved that starship design.
They call themselves the Starborn. Demanded we hand over the artifact. Like we were children, playing with their parents' things.
What do people know? Any offshoot groups go by that name?
None in any corner of the settled systems I've seen. Maybe a distant human colony finally popping its head up. Another house for Rune.
I very much doubt that.
We ignoring the obvious here? A heretofore unknown group who just happens to know about the artifacts. I'm just gonna say it. Intelligent alien life, or extra-dimensional beings. The original creators from the furthest fringes of space.
Or beyond even that. Is the metaphor of avenging angels coming down to keep humanity from forbidden knowledge not apt here?
So, we have a lot of theories, but nothing concrete. Except that they're after the artifacts, and they're willing to take them by force.
Or what Walter said. They were acting like a parent, worried their children are playing with something they don't understand.
So, they're strong-arming us for our own good? That doesn't sound very divinely benevolent to me.
Some glints of shine in the dark. Ready to hand them out as soon as you
When you have
please.
the time, of course.
What's on your mind?
Yes? Need to see what I'm... That is all? Very well.
Never regretted coming out of retirement. Constellation's got the writ of the righteous. Keeps me young.
Oh, your father visited. He seemed desperate. Or excited to find you. He left this note.
Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run. You had a hell of a shake, getting bullied in the void. Starborn sure know how to make an entrance. Ready to head back out there? The Eye can help you find the artifacts, but I'm afraid she's blind to our new competitor. No telling the exact number, but they're getting harder to find. Got some equipment, repairs, and upgrades on the making-do list. The Eye's straining to her limits these days. Double-check the safety and locks wherever you go, okay? Exploration's dangerous, even without some nefarious group trying to kill you.
It's good to be out. I don't know about you, but a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation. Happy to even out the... Next time. Hey, good to see. I wouldn't say no to... Yep.
Yes, you need me? Until next time.
Walter, did you follow up on that investment tip?
About time you woke. We have things to do. Never would I have imagined to encounter something like these Starborn. Now I feel that rather than having answers, we only have more questions. Was there more? have you gone quiet? Have I lost your interest? I think many have felt that way at one time or another, but to see them in person is something else, is it not? Regardless of how impossible they may have seemed before now, I must say that I do not like being threatened by anyone. It did not sound that way to me, but I suppose we will see which is true. Clearly, these Starborn are connected to the artifacts, which would mean that they are also connected to that temple you found. Did they make these things? Have they appropriated them? This all implies there is something more, something we do not yet understand. I was just getting used to how complicated they already were. We will need to be on our guard from now on. They seem to know much about us. Perhaps we can learn more about them to make it even. We should return to our search then. There's still so much to do. What is it? Yes, of course. I have done so in the past, when necessary, but I am not the best pilot, and it seems prudent to apply my skills where they are most useful. Lately, that means aiding you. And that, I think, has worked out very well. If you wish to know more, I will be here. Is that it, then?
Bet you never expected to end up involved in something like this. Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but I feel like there's certainly precedent, isn't there? We've been operating for a while now on the fringes of what humans, know and understand. Why rule anything out? I just think we should be open-minded, keep everything on the table. It's just like the artifacts. The more we learn, the more we can start narrowing things down. It's the argument I have with Walter every other week. Science and reason have their place, but so does faith. We have all of them at our disposal, and I don't for 1 second believe they're mutually exclusive. Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one but the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage mass. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust? Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation. Take care of yourself.
Anything I can help you with, Captain?
I used to be an actuary. Now look at me.
I do admire what Bayou has built for himself here.
I'm honestly
has a full line of equipment and
Oh, makes me sick.
If you'd like to buy something, I'd be happy to help. Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. We're a general goods store, so we carry all sorts of materials you can use to outfit yourself for galactic exploration. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far. But it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. It's a little group James formed with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like, but perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? Please, we have a lot to offer.